Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fitra. I'm from class B English Education 22. My student number age 01222014. So I here will read a summary of the material from each meeting of the language testing course. The first meeting was the inaugural lecture that discussed the lecture contracts. In this meeting, the lecturer explained the course objectives, grading system, assignment to be given, and rules during the lecture. In addition, the lecturer also expressed the hope the student could be active, disciplined, and serious in attending lecture. Second meeting discuss about introduction language testing. Language testing is a tool to measure a person's ability to understand and use language, both spoken and written. They are used to determine proficiency levels, place learners at the appropriate level, and evaluates the learning process. A good language test must be valid, reliable, practical, and fair. Through language testing, we can ensure the language learning is effective and provide recognized certification for academic, professional, or personal needs. The third meeting discussed about Chapter 1, Assessment Concept and Issues. This chapter discusses the basic of language assessment, distinguishing between assessment, a broad evaluation process, and testing, specific tests. Types of tests such as achievement, diagnostic, placement, proficiency, and aptitude are highlighted. Formative assessment is conducted during the learning process, while summative at the end. Emphasis on the facts. The assessment now emphasizes practical skills and student development rather than just a final grade. As such, assessment helps students identify their strengths and weaknesses for continuous improvement in language learning. For meeting, discuss about Chapter 2, Principle of Language Assessment. This chapter describes 5 important principles in effective assessment. Practically, consistency, accuracy, authenticity, and respect. Good assessment should be appropriate to the context, easy to implement, and provide positive feedback. Teachers should design assessment that not only evaluate results, but also support student learning process. Each principle is explained with concrete examples to make it easier to understand and apply in everyday classroom situation, thus improving the quality of learning. 5 meeting discuss about Chapter 3, Design Classroom Language Tests. This chapter discusses how to create effective language tests in the classroom. The process begins with setting clear the subjectives, then creating the specification as a guide. Next, choosing the right types of items, such as a quiz or oral exam, is essential to match what is being asked. It is also important to establish how to score and provide feedback that help students understand the areas that need improvement. Relief sample tests help teachers create assessments that are fair and beneficial to students during learning. Sixth meeting discuss about Chapter 4 Standard-Based Assessment. This chapter discusses standard-based assessment or SBA, which is student abilities based on specific standard rather than by comparing them with classmates. With SBA, the focus is on how well students understand and master the material. Different types of assessment are used to provide clear feedback to let students know where they need to improve. However, when implementing SBA, there are challenges such as a lack of understanding from teacher and the difficulty of adapting from an old assessment system to a new one. All of this aims to improve the student learning process. Seven meeting discuss about Chapter 5 Standardized Testing. This chapter discusses standardized testing such as TOEFL and IELTS that are used to measure English language proficiency. These tests have several steps from determining the objectives to design the question to ensuring the questions are valid. While these tests are considered practical and easy to administer, this is criticism that they often look local context. So it is important for teachers to understand the advantages and disadvantages of these tests in order to use them well and complement them with other more appropriate assessment tools. I think enough from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.